wondering why Maddie and I went to the store and picked up a Romantasy today? Nostalgia. We kind of miss our roots, and it's been so long now, and Direbound has been highly recommended to us.
I feel like we've given it a breather. I think you can go too hard on anything and everything starts to feel like rinse and repeat.
Yes.
And I think that kind of happened to us with Romantasy a little bit. Yeah, I just think we're ready. I just think I'm in the moment of my life where I'm missing this. There's a hole. There's a hole here. I have plenty of epic fantasy, epic sci-fi, lit fic, contemporary fiction to read, nonfiction to read, and there is a void to be filled with something just magical, fantastical, romantic. All of my girlhood fantasies come to life, but with a sprinkle of like epic danger. I'm like ready to feel the feelings I felt when I was reading Throne of Glass.
And I could go back for a reread, or I could read a highly recommended book I haven't read that's similar. So we're going to keep you posted over the next week as we are reading book 1, and then if we love it, we'll let you know. If we don't love it, we'll let you know.
Here's what we know about Direbound. Essentially is giving people Fourth Wing vibes. The critics have gone so far as to say it's literally just Fourth Wing fan fiction, but with dire wolves instead of dragons. Basically, we're expecting an ACOTAR situation where like book 1 will suck us in. Hopefully we'll love the FMC. And then probably it's really gonna go crazy book 2 like Court of Mist and Fury did. And we do in fact have a hookup who did in fact read the arc of book 2, and she said that's exactly what it is.
I'm bringing highlighters and pens to this reading experience.
I love this.
I did also get it on hold at the library. I don't know if it'll come in on time. It's very popular.
Like you want to immersion read with the audio?
That's what I was thinking, or at least to let people know how the audio was, how it went.
You know, in my previous nostalgic era, I mostly physically read Romantasy. I did not do audio.
Same.
So that's how I'm going to start. Because I sometimes think the audiobook
like ruins
is what throws me off. Yeah, so I'm going to start physical. I'll let you guys know how I get on with it.
Well, and really, the next book comes out the beginning of next month. So beginning of May.
So we're
lining it up.
Yeah, we wanted to be ready for
because you guys know it can be kind of tough sometimes when you start a book 1 and you're like, I have to wait a year and a half for the next book. So we get to kind of binge 2 books back to back. We're going to give Romantasy another ride. We ride at dawn.
Okay, curling up with my Lola. Here we go. I did sample the audio because I do have Audible credits, but I fear it was an immediate ick. Just for me personally. I'm not saying it's for everyone. I think there's just like a specific breathiness to a lot of the readers that do fantasy romance that for me, for some reason, it like disconnects my enjoyment. So I'm going to read with my eyeballs. My goal is to get 100 pages in and then check back in. Good evening. I am starting Direbound tonight. I'm going to see how far I can get before my eyes go like this. I'm not as good of a nighttime reader as I used to be. I just get so dang tired. But I have some snacks. I have my Quest chips. These are in Buffalo Ranch. 19 grams of protein in a bag of chips. I love them. And then I also have another salty. This is fire roasted edamame, but dill pickle flavor. So I think I'll stay up late enough to at least munch these treats and get crumbs all over myself. I did just read The Inside Jacket, which I didn't used to do. Do you guys read Inside Jackets before you read? I used to not, but now I'm like, okay, maybe I will feel a little less lost, because I just literally go into books completely blind, and then I'm like, why don't I know what's going on? Why am I so confused? Kristen, let's see how far I can get. Okay, first check-in. It's been a couple of days. Can you see? I use the jacket as my bookmark. I'm like 20% in, 120 pages. I'm on chapter 13. Okay, here's my thoughts so far. I like the world building, the pacing. I'm cool with the tropies so far. Younger sister, check. In with the royalty, check. The like absent / impaired parent, we're through the first challenge, or the first trial, I should say, which didn't go exactly how I thought it would. And I'm already enjoying like the allies situation, or like the other characters that are being brought in. First love interest, potential second love interest. I'm enjoying it. The first chapter was hard for me personally, just because I have to like get back into I used to call it like the stabby assassin trope, where like, you know, in order for our main character to be portrayed as the badass she is, she has to beat up boys. I don't understand why that's the only way we can show that women are strong. So it initially gave me the ick, but I just like moved right through it. I was like, get back into this world, Maddie, get back into this mindset. We're okay. It's going to be fine. And then I think it like felt a little bit more earned, actually, because a few chapters in, like, it explains why she's actually like physically capable, because she actually like trains with like a professional. The only thing that so far isn't working for me about the world building and the setting is that supposedly the kingdom that she's in has been at war for like, I think they said like 500 years. Guys, a 500 years old war, I'm just like trying to fathom it, honestly. I'm just like, how are we still feeding soldiers to the front lines in a 500-year-old war? This feels kind of more like a stalemate to me. Like, what do you mean we're still fighting? Like, there's still battles happening? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused about it. It's like it's just being set up because probably things are going to get way more political and involved in book 2, which I'm so excited for. So yeah, so far so good is what I'm saying. So far so good. So I'm going to jump into the next like 100 so pages right now, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling after that. Already though, extremely bingeable. Like those first 120 pages flew by. I'm at 60 pages. And we've got this set up. I know it's going down. I'm here for it. I think I'm going to set an hour timer and see how far I can get. The drink. Obsessed. Okay, so the book's really good. However, I am getting so tired. So, I'm gonna wake myself up. Do some under my Lola blanket. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and make myself a cup of hot tea. I kind of started going horizontal there, so I'm going to get myself sat back up. It is just so freaking hard for me to stay awake in the afternoon when I read. How do people read for hours and hours without falling asleep? One thing about me, I love a book where the women work together. I also am terrified of rock climbing. Have any of you guys seen Free Solo? Like when people are literally just climbing so high, and if one bad thing happens, you're straight down. It's absolutely terrifying. Some of the scenarios in this book are terrifying. But I do love the female camaraderie that's been coming so far in this book. Love that. Also, I'm getting major Hunger Games vibes, which is a comfort read for me, so. We've got some tabs going. I'm mostly highlighting like names, locations. That way, as the world builds out, I know what's what. So many juicy reveals have just happened. We just crossed the 40% threshold, and let's just say we're getting to the point of the program where it's getting hard to put it down. Communication is happening. Shocks and reveals have occurred. Hearts have been broken. Lots of flirting has ensued. We're going, man. We're going. We're going. Things are happening. People are passing out in tunnels. Nightmares are occurring. Drunken confessions are being made. I might just sit and binge this the rest of the day. What? Page 158. What? Oh my God. Damn. Oh my God. Oh, I have got to text Maddie right now. I know she's slightly ahead of me, but whoa, what a reveal. What a surprise. What a fun one. What does this mean? What are we going to do about this, guys? Because usually if there's a tall, forbidden, enemy-ish, dark, handsome, asshole character, he's obviously gonna be Endgame, who's also a tattoo artist, is currently being shown up by this incredibly emotionally intelligent, physically capable, powerful, somewhat dominating, but also very preferring, kind, loving, blonde, blue-eyed boy. But even knowing this in my romantasy bones, like I know this man cannot be Endgame unless they're gonna go full-blown love triangle, unless he dies. I don't see how she ends up with broody, tall, dark, and handsome over there. They've had 3 spice scenes. 0 ick vibes. Other than the fact that he calls her kitten, which literally makes me want to die. Good communicator, capable, extremely giving. Like, there are no red flags for Lee, so I don't know. I think he's gonna die.
Well, Maddie's here, and we're gonna do some Direbound reading together. I'll light the candle, Maddie.
Okay.
I did end up taking my cover off. Did you too?
No.
Okay, I was getting mine really torn up.
I use mine as my bookmark.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so close to the end. I'm like
almost halfway.
I was up
Maddie's
till
much
midnight.
further. Midnight?
Yes, and then I was
It's
like,
so good.
I could stay up till 2 and finish it, but I have to go to bed. So now I would finish it today.
I'm feeling those squealy feelings. I forced myself to go to bed at 10 p.m. last night because I had a 5 a.m. wake up, and I was like, Kristen,
Mine was 7.
put your habits where your values are, which is sleep. But I was like, I also value entertainment, and Direbound's really good. So I'm on chapter 26. What chapter are you on?
42.
Look at this tabbage. Tabby, 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 tabby.
What?
For, let's say, an hour, and then we will...
I will not be speaking to you until the end
So we will do a whole summary episode
of this book
that will have full spoilers where we talk about like getting people caught up on what happened in the plot if you read this when it first came out, but you're really excited about the next book, Furybound.
and you didn't have time to reread.
Yeah. If you don't have time to reread and you're like, I just want a refresher, or you love the world and just like want to spend time hearing me, Maddie, talk about like how fun it was. But yeah, so the test to find out if we would like it and if we would want to do a summary, it passed.
Page 335 and 336. This is so good. The lady is spoken for. Wow. Not the one bed trope at the end. Who did this to you? What? Okay, this is going in a new direction. I thought I knew what I wanted. I thought I knew how I wanted things to turn out. And now my brain is scrambled like scrambled eggs. Oh my God.
Let's talk reading snacks. I started off the day, not pictured here, with a protein milk. I love my protein milks. It has 42 grams of protein in it. And then I did rice cakes, the lightly salted ones with peanut butter and some jelly. And then I had tea. And then for another snack, I had bone broth hot chocolate with popcorn. And now I am having a Waterloo and ruby red tangerine, some cheese, some lunch meat, and an apple. The snacks, man, they're keeping me going.
There's 100 pages left. We're about to get some big reveals, but she's being stupid. Mary's being so stupid. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I love it and I hate it at the same time. When there's just something I gotta find out and I gotta read to find it out. When the only reason I don't know is because the main character is being stupid. Everyone's like, I can't tell you that. I'm not at liberty to say. And she's like, fuck you, fuck you. I'm like, listen, nah. They can't tell you is different than they won't tell you. They want to tell you. It's obvious. Go find out. Go find out quickly. I need to know if my theories are right.
Just got done with my boxing class. I've got 20 minutes before my daughter comes out of dance. So I'm gonna read more. I'm in the last, I don't know, maybe 90 pages. I will say it was very fun doing a boxing class after reading about all of these training montages in Dire Bound. Like, I feel like between one of the men that she's going one-on-one with in training and then training with her pack, I'm like so here for it. I was channeling my inner Marin. Anyways, really fun. Boxing hit today, and now I'm gonna read. Okay, leave me alone. I have to read. It's 6 in the morning. I got up early to finish. That's a wild ending, guys. Wild ending. I'm so excited to talk to Maddie and do a total spoilery recap of this. We need to talk. Woo. That last like 100 pages was all gas. Just boom, 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 boom. I'm so glad I don't have to wait a long time for Fury Bound. I feel so bad for everybody who read this and then had like literally so much time to wait for book 2. Not bad. We're back together. Maddie finished yesterday. I finished this morning and cannot wait to pick up the next book. But we did some note taking. Stay tuned for next week if you'd like a full recap with spoilers of this book, because we'd love to help you guys out if you didn't have time to reread so that we can all be ready, caught up for Fury Bound, because we are absolutely jumping right into book 2. In case you wondered, I'd say it lived up to our expectations. Oh, yeah. Such a good time.
It was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. Romantasy is alive and well.
Yay, see you next week for Fury Bound.